Okay, so I've located a place where I'm going to put up my tarp. It's just over 3 meters between the two trees. Well, 3 good long paces. And I've checked above. No nasty branches that are going to fall down on me. Trees are nice and sturdy. So that's all going to be good. My first knot, Evenk Hitch. I'm using this red line. Hopefully it'll show up a little bit better in the video. So first up, a bit of a hug. Put the rope around the tree. It's going around, goes over my non-dominant hand, dominant hand over here with the working end of the rope. Okay, this one goes around my hand. Then I point my fingers towards the tree and then up the other side. And we've got a little bit of a cradle there. These first 2 fingers can grab my rope, pull it back through the hole, hold the knot firmly, tug, tighten it all up. And then I can decide what height I want my rope to be at. And there we are. First knot, the Evenk Hitch, popularised by Mr. Ray Mears, being used in Siberia where their hands were usually gloved because it's pretty flipping cold. So only partially gloved today, but it is cold out here. So nice and simple, a close-up of that knot coming up in a moment. Okay, here's this close-up of the Evenk Hitch. The rope has gone, the guy line's gone around the tree, all the way round, and then back over my hand. And now lifting my hand up a little bit, hands across, rope goes round my hand. I point my fingers towards the tree and up the other side. Now I can, with 2 fingers, grab this little rope and pull it back through the hole. Snug it up, slide it in, job's done. And it's a quick release, off it goes again. So we've tied the other end of the ridge line with an Evenk Hitch. We're now going to bring it across to this little tree here, tie it off, and we're going to use a Tarp Taut Hitch. Around the tree, back, over it goes, over the ridge line, and then back the way it came. Back the way it came, all the way around. And now if I pull on this, it will tighten up. And then we end up with a bit of a twang because it's nice and taut. So hence Tarp Hitch. Back over the top, all the way round, and then we can tie it off by finding a suitable hole for this little tail to go through, right round there, and then to tie it off, some loops. Love a loop, yep, tie it through there. If you're worried about it coming undone, stick another loop through there, and that's all fine. Okay, close up coming next. Okay, so ready for that Tarp Taut Hitch, the close-up. Ridgeline getting pulled across, around the tree, comes back round, over itself, over the ridgeline, coming back down, and it goes back the way it came. So that ridgeline has gone around the tree, over itself, and then back the way it came. You can pull that round, bring it in our hand, give it a bit of a tug. I've got some tension. Can then go back over the top. I could do it the other direction to tighten up a little bit more. Back round, and then usually there's a little bit of a hole there somewhere, and you can find somewhere to stick your rope up through that hole, pull it out. Okay, and now I'm creating a loop around with another loop to stick through the first one. Pull it tight. So I'm grabbing both bits. I don't want to pull this piece through, so I can tug it through a little bit now. And then I can create a second loop if I want to. They're real neat. Yeah, just to create a bit of extra security. Loops are good because it makes it easier to undo the knots later. A good knot is one that holds firm but is easy to undo. Next up, a slippery guy line, except it's going along the ridge line. Why is that? Because the end of the tarp will move around, and especially if it's a blowy night. We want to keep it tensioned and pulled out because we want to stay dry. So that's what this knot's going to do. So watch this one. Rope coming along. Here we then have this little telltale piece that's tied onto the edge side of the tarp. Goes around. 1, 2, 3 times. It's gone back round. Yep, 1, 2, 3. You can put a 4th one if you feel the need, and if it gets a bit loose, 4th one's fine. But we're going to do 3 here. We pull that piece out. Lift a little loop up, create another loop, But you can see them now, so you've got a loop from the other side that's gone all the way round. Snug that up nice and tight. Get one from the camera. There we go. Hopefully you can see it. See from the other side. And there we go. Tarp set up. Bit of a vista going up the front. First knot over here was the Evenk Hitch, the Siberian hitch. Nice quick release. Simple one to put up. Over on here, a Tarp Taut Hitch, so provide tension across the ridgeline, and then the ropes going down to the pegs using the slippery guy line, which we also used on each side of the tarp to provide a bit of tension across so that it doesn't get pulled in the windy weather. Other top tips on the pegs, make sure you've got some notches so that if you're doing that sort of vista, the ropes don't slide up, or maybe you find a stick that's got a hook on it or something like that. So hope that was useful. Any questions, just let me know. I'm David Willis, teach bushcraft out here in the Chilterns, and this is how to set up a tarp. Thank you.